Y'all see what it is? It's your boy Farazar, and you are now live tuned in to the No Filter Talk Show. And as y'all can see, I look a little different tonight. Why? Because I'm about to get my knowledge on. So y'all come on in here, get this good old knowledge, get this good old listen. I'm about to expose some things tonight. Now, a lot of church folk might not like it. Do I give a damn? No, not really. Not at all. But to be honest, the churches are one of the biggest ripoffs in the black community. A lot of these black churches hold black folks down more than they actually help them, and that's the God honest truth. Seriously, I'm tired of seeing that, and the church really got y'all mind right now. So uh I gotta take baby steps to help y'all think. Since we never was allowed to think for ourselves when we were younger, y'all know how, you know, your mom or your grandmom or your grandpa took you to church, and it's kind of like you really didn't learn to think outside the box because you had somebody that was there thinking for you. You know, your grandma took you to church and was like, "Baby, this is what you're supposed to. This is how it's supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to believe in. This is the way. This is the Bible. This is your daily bread for living, etc., etc. Yada yada yada." So you were never really given a chance to think for yourself. So let me help y'all think. Let me help y'all think. Now, I want to start with just a story in the Bible that we all heard of. We all heard the story of a man named Noah. We all heard the story of a man named Noah that built the so-called ark because God had flooded the earth because he was mad with the way that man had turned out, even though he made him. You know, God gets mad. Okay, so let me give y'all the story. When it comes to the Bible parts, I'm gonna try to breeze through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want y'all to get bored with me just sitting here reading Bible verses. But it's important that y'all listen because when you really listen and you really think, you you see the bullshit in this. Okay, let me go to it. Let me find it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go through this whole story of Noah and the so-called ark. This story that we were told when we were kids, and we believed this shit as it was true. Like, we really thought that this event took place. We really did. Like, we ain't really have nothing else to believe. So now that we're grown, let's think for ourselves, people. Can we do that? So let me just expose some of the bullshit. Part of my French. I'm trying to get better at this, at my language and everything, ladies and gentlemen. But y'all got to understand, I'm real passionate when it comes to my people. But let's go through this whole story of Noah's Ark so y'all can see the bullshit in it. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Now, basically, uh, what had happened was, uh, there was this guy named Noah that had three sons. Okay, some of y'all know the story, some of y'all don't. So I got to go through it. There was a guy named Noah that had three sons, uh, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. All right. Now, uh, let's keep in mind, it says here in the Bible, I got a Bible right here, so I'm reading from the Bible. So it's not like I'm making this shit up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like I'm making this up. I'm reading it from You Christians Folk Bible. So what can you say? Anyway, uh, for those who don't have a Bible, if anyone does have a Bible, just go to we're gonna start from Genesis the 5th chapter, verse 32. Yeah. And it says, and Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Those were his 3 sons. Okay, everything's cool so far. Now, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. In other words, people were having sex, more people started to come, population was growing, etc., etc. All right. So that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Now, this part right here where it says the sons of God, where it says the sons of God, they're not talking about just regular men. They weren't talking about just regular men. They were talking about angelic beings. That's what they were talking about. They weren't talking about regular men, because it says here that the sons of God saw the daughters of men. The sons of God saw the daughters of men, men on earth. These sons of God up in heaven chilling with God. They up in there, up in heaven chilling like, man, these women that God made is fine down there. Like, I'm gonna have to fly down there and get me some of that. Like, yeah, hey, yo, fellas, y'all want to fly down here to Earth and hit some of these girls that God made? Y'all want to do that? So, hold on, what my brother called me? Hold on, I gotta get. Anyway, so these angelic beings, these sons of God, these angels came down to Earth and had sex with the daughters of men. That's what it's saying. Now, they took them as wives of all which they chose. And then it says, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also of flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years old. God put an age on man. God put an age on man. God said, okay, men are only going to be they can only grow to be 120 years old. That's what it says. I ain't making this shit up. It's right here. So let's move on. There were giants in the earth in these days, and also after, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. So these so-called angelic beings that the sons of God, not men, but these sons of God, these angels came down, had sex with these earthly women, and made like giant children. You know what I'm saying? That's what it says. I ain't making it up. It says it right here in this Bible. Anyway, so they had sex with these earthly women, and God saw this, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. So God is basically looking at these men and like, damn, these little niggas is crazy, man. What the hell what did I make? These man, oh man, this I done messed up. That's basically what it says it. That's basically what they're saying that God said here, people. Think about this. They're sitting here saying that it says it. Genesis, Genesis 6th chapter, verse 6. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. So because man was so wicked, God said, you know what? I'm fucking everybody up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Please excuse the language. I'm sorry, y'all, but this shit is funny. But seriously, that's basically what it's saying. I had to break this down in like Negro terms for y'all, because a lot of y'all nowadays, y'all don't understand all these thou, shout, and you know what I'm saying, and all these other words, and toil, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand this, so excuse me. I got to break it down in Negro terms for y'all. So, but that's basically what it said. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and the beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. So God's like, you know what? Since man fucked up, I'm killing everybody. All that. all the animals, all the spiders, all everything about to die because man's so wicked. You know what I'm saying? The animals down there chilling, like, yo, man, what the yo, like, yo, what the fuck I do, man? I ain't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with them men. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, with my bear wife. You know what I'm saying? We getting in, we got little cubs and stuff. I ain't got nothing to do with what man is doing. Why you gonna kill me, God? I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even the spiders, like, yeah, God, what's up, man? Why you gonna take us out, man? We ain't do nothing. We ain't do nothing. We just animals. Anyway, so God is mad. He seen that man was wicked. He seen the wickedness of man. So he said, you know what? I'm killing everybody. Everybody got to die. So he said, you know what? Okay, this how I'm gonna do it. This how I'm gonna do it. He went to Noah. Why did he choose Noah? Because it says in verse 9, Noah was just a man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. Because Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord after the Lord decided, after God decided that he was going to kill everybody. It says Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And then it says, these are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. So that's why God chose Noah to build the ark. So let's move on. So it says in verse 11, the earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. So it's all types of bullshit going on the earth. So that's why, and God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is to come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. So God is hollering at Noah like, yo, look, Noah, man, all them other niggas around you is crazy, man. They wicked, man. I done had my angelic being sons come up from heaven. They done came down here on earth and had sex with all these earthly women, and they done created some crazy people out here. So this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just kill everybody. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna just kill everybody, but I'm gonna save you, Noah. Noah, I'm gonna save you and your wife and your 3 sons and their wives too. So uh that's basically the conversation that God had with Noah. If you read on, I got some of this highlighted. I ain't highlight everything because I just only highlighted the important parts. But anyway, if you read on, you will see, yeah, that's the conversation that God had with Noah. So he told Noah, he told Noah, he said, make thee an ark of gopher wood, room shall thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make of it. So he told Noah, he said, Noah, check this out. I need you to make an ark that shall be about 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, not cubics. I'm not saying cubics, people, as in Cubics. No, I'm saying cubits, as in Cubits. All right. Now, and the height of it, he said, and make it about 30 cubits tall. Now, keep in mind, a cubit is about 18 inches, ladies and gentlemen. You don't believe it? Just Google it. What is a cubit? Cubit. A cubit is about 18 inches, a foot and a half. Now, let's move on. So then he tells Noah, okay, Noah, this is what I want you to do. Bring all your family up into the boat. And also what I want you to bring into the boat, I want you to bring of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female, of fowls of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all of earth. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. So Noah did what God told him to do. Noah did according unto the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years. Listen, okay, I ain't bullshitting, y'all. See, these are these are the things that y'all never thought about. These are some of the things that the preacher would skip over when telling this story in Bible study and stuff. Listen, it says Genesis chapter 7, verse 6, and Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters was upon the earth. Noah was a 600-year-old man that built the boat. Yeah, let that soak in. This nigga was 600 years old, y'all. Okay. So, of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in two and two unto Noah into the ark, and the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. So God told Noah, you and your family, take all these animals. Remember how many animals I said it was a very clean beast. Thou shalt take to thee by sevens. Now you said by twos, I said by sevens. The male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by two, just the beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female, of fowls of the air by sevens, birds, if for you dumb individuals who don't know what fowls are, birds basically of birds also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of the earth. Yeah, and every creepy thing, meaning spiders, ants, everything that we have living today, basically. Okay. And Noah was 600 fucking years old. He was 600 years old when he did this shit. So anyway, let's move on. So where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Hold on, hold on. I'm searching for one part. Basic. Okay, okay. And the what? Okay, here we go. And the what? And now it says, verse 18, Genesis chapter 7, verse 18. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the hills and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. Meaning the whole face of the earth was covered. That's what it's saying, people. The whole face of the earth. It's all the high hills, meaning all the mountains, all the mountains, all the hills, all the tall, everything was covered. That's what it says. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered, and all the flesh died that moved upon the earth, both the fowl and of cattle and of beasts and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, and all those in the dry land died. So basically, everything drowned. Everything drowned, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Now, okay, wait a minute. I skipped the part. Now, this is an important part to remember too, before I get into exposing all the bullshit about this story. Now, it also says, let me go back to Genesis chapter 6, verse 21. It says, and take, I meant to highlight that. And take unto, like when he was telling them to take all the animals into the ark, he also said, and take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Meaning they got to pack food for them, and they got to pack food for the animals. They have to pack food for them, and they have to pack food for the animals. That's a lot of damn food. Okay, are y'all starting to think with me now, people? Because I just gave y'all something right there. Are y'all starting to think with me now? It says, and take unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and shall be food for thee and food for them, meaning food for food for them and food for the animals. He got to feed his family. They got to stay alive. The animals got to stay alive, right? So that's why it says take food. All right, okay. Now a lot of y'all thinking, all right, that's no problem. But that's a lot of damn food for you and these animals to last. Now, a lot of y'all might be thinking, well, it was only 40 days and 40 nights. No, 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 no. The water stays still upon the earth for 150 days, 5 months. Yeah, they had to take enough food for 5 months. Where's my notes at? Yeah, yeah. They had to take enough food for 5 months. One man, his wife, three sons, and their wives. But one man who was 600 years old, and his three sons built this big ass boat. Built this big ass boat. Hold on, hold on. Now, because it actually, you see, this is another thing that y'all didn't think about because they actually give you the dimensions of the boat. I just gave them to y'all earlier, right? The length, what was it? 300 cubits, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Now, that's a big ass boat. That's a big ass boat made out of damn gopher wood. That's a big ass boat for one man and his three sons to build. How long did it take them to build this damn boat? What the hell was Noah? They said, wasn't Noah drunk or some shit? Where did their carpentry skills come from? Huh? Where the fuck did their carpentry skills come from? Out of okay, but it was God asked them to do it. Okay, I'm gonna help y'all out. God asked them to do it, so God automatically snapped carpentry skills within Noah and his three sons. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all that because it's God. It's because it's God. He can do that. He's the man. He's the all-knowing God, right? He's the man. But yet he made individuals that he felt bad and repented for later. He repented for his own creation. But this is God that we're talking about, the all perfect God who don't make no mistakes. But it says here, he repented. God repenteth me that I have made them. That's what it says. Repenteth me for I have made them. But we talking about God. Okay. Anyway, so it gave y'all the dimensions. It gave y'all the dimensions. This one man and his three sons built this big ass boat right here. Okay. All right. Remember them dimensions, y'all. That's because when I like I said, when I get into exposing, hey. And okay, wait. Wait a minute, that just says bring forth with thee every living thing that is thee of all flesh, both cattle and everything. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, that's when it was all over. But yeah, verse chapter 7, verse 24 says, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. So they needed to store food for the family and all of these animals for 150 days. Now, okay, let's talk about these animals for a second. Let me get to the exposing this bullshit right now. Okay? Let's talk about the animals. All these animals, right? I'm I'm gonna get into the numbers of how many animals it would have actually been on the boat. Also, yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a few. But now it said, I read to y'all, and thou shalt take unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and thou shalt be food for thee and food for them. Answer this question for me, ladies and gentlemen. Riddle me this, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. There is two of each animal, male and female, two of each, male and female, on this boat. Now, they got to take food on this boat for these animals. I believe some of y'all can feel where I'm about to go. Answer this question for me, ladies and gentlemen. What do snakes eat? What do snakes eat? Snakes eat mice and rats, right? So wouldn't the snakes have eaten the two rats or the two mice that was on? What are they feeding the snakes? Only carrying two of each animal on the boat. What are they actually feeding some of these animals that are meat eaters? And they have enough plants for the plant eating animals. They have enough plants to last for 5 months for the plant eating animals. They have plants that's going to last 5 months. That's going to stay fresh for 5 months for these animals to eat. What are the listen? What are the lions eating? What are the lions eating? It says it. See, this is the bullshit that they didn't think about when they wrote this bullshit. This is the shit that they didn't think about when they wrote this shit. They didn't think that a nigga like me was gonna come along and dissect this shit. Well, not just me, the help of other of my mentors whom I studied, who helped me come across things like this, and I just took it a little further to do my own research and gather my own information also. But let's get back to what I was saying. What was the tigers eating? How are these animals wasn't fighting? Some of these animals don't like each other. Oh, but it's okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Y'all gonna say, but it's God. God did it. God made the animals not fight. Okay. Well then, why couldn't God make the animals not hungry? Seriously, why couldn't God make the animals not hungry? Hey, but he told Noah to take food for him and the animals onto the boat. So what did the tigers eat? What did the lions eat? What did the bears eat? Oh my. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. What what did they eat? What did it? It don't say anything about them fishing. They was fishing. They fed all the animals fish. All them goddamn animals don't eat fish. What, seriously, what did the plant eating animals eat? What did the giraffes eat? Huh? Y'all seen the book, you know what I'm saying? The storybook of Noah's Ark, and y'all see all the two little animals walking up to the ark, the two elephants. What did the two elephants eat? Elephants don't eat meat, they eat plants. What did the rhinoceros eat? The rhinoceros is a plant eating animal. What did the gorilla eat? The gorilla is a plant eating animal. What plant stayed fresh for 5 months for these motherfuckers to eat? None of these animals got fighting. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me that lion didn't look at that gazelle and was like, "Man, yo, hey, babe, listen. Now, I'm ready to go over here and fuck this gazelle. I'm ready to go over here and tear this gazelle up. I'm hungry as hell. Ain't enough food on this boat. Seriously, these are the things that y'all didn't think about, ladies and gentlemen. What did the animals eat? Answer me. I can't hear y'all. But seriously, I hope that I'm opening up some eyes right now. I ain't done with y'all though. Let me continue. I'm gonna fuck around, go over my time tonight, but I don't care because y'all gonna get this knowledge. Y'all gonna think tonight, damn it. Okay, let me move on with some other facts that some other things that I thought about. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get back into my notes. Yeah, yeah. So y'all are telling me that 8 people attended to all these animals and provided food for them. I had to take my glasses off on this. Y'all must really think I lost my damn mind. If y'all if y'all think I believe 8 people tended to all these animals, okay. A 600-year-old man, 8 people on this boat. Noah, 600 years old, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. And they tended to all these animals. They had to clean up all this shit because the animals got to go to the bathroom. How did they keep all the birds under control? How did they keep all the birds from flying off? I mean, Well, I mean, okay, wait a minute, hold on. All right. I think I stuck my foot in my own mouth on that one. Well, if birds are surrounded by water, of course they're going to stay where they're at. But how? I mean, how did he? How did he stop some of these birds from getting eaten? How did he stop the mice and the rats and all the rodents and all the other weaker animals? How did these animals not get ate by the lions and the tigers and the bears and the alligators and all that? Like, how did they not get eaten by all of these animals? Like, how did these animals not fight? Seriously, what did you feed them? Some of these animals eat those other animals. So what did y'all feed them if it was only two of each animal on the damn boat? Think, people. My God, I got to think for y'all. Y'all gonna get this damn. Y'all gonna get this knowledge tonight. Okay, let me get back into my notes. Okay, now let me go back to where it said. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay, let me go back to where it said. Genesis chapter 7, verse 18. Let's go from there. Let me go back to that. Let me expose this shit right here. And the waters prevailed and were increasingly great upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. All the hills under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. When I said cubits earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Google, for those who are watching right now, Google how high is one cubit, not cubic, cubic. Google how high is one cubit. It will tell you 18 inches, a foot and a half. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail. 15 cubits upward. People, are y'all thinking right now? 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail. How tall is 15 cubits? Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, let's do some math real quick. How tall is 15 cubits? 15 cubits, ladies and gentlemen, is 22 and a half feet. What? Think, people. My God, I gotta take a drink on you, mother. Listen, that verse right there should have exposed that. Y'all didn't catch it. It said all the high hills that were under the whole heaven, meaning all the high hills on earth, were covered. That's what it says. I ain't making it up. I'm reading it right here, people. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. How the hell are you going to cover a damn mountain with 22 and a half feet of water? I got the light up on that one. For any church folk that's looking right, that's watching right now, please forgive me. Then again, I really don't give a damn. It says it right here. I ain't make it up, damn it. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. How the hell does 22 and a half feet of water cover the damn mountains? How tall is Mount Everest, ladies and gentlemen? How tall is Mount Everest? How tall is Mount Fiji? How tall is a damn volcano? Listen, Mount Everest is 29,029 feet high. How the hell? How in the hell is 15 cubits of water going to cover Mount Everest, which is 29,029 feet high? Or what y'all gonna say? Mount Everest wasn't there? Mount Everest wasn't there? Hasn't Mount Everest been here ever since the Earth been? If I'm mistaken, hasn't it been? What? You know what I'm saying? I think Mount Everest dates back further than this story. I'm just saying. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. How the hell? I need y'all to answer that. How the hell is 15 cubits, 22 and a half feet of water going to cover a damn mountain? Going to cover the hills? It says it. That's how they see. They ain't think about this shit. They stuck their foot in their mouth. That's what they did. Huh? They ain't think niggas was going to come along and expose them. They didn't think niggas was gonna come along and expose them. How? Listen, okay. Let me go on. Another thing. Let's go back to the arc dimensions, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I made a damn chart. Can you see here, people? Hold on, let me move it over here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are the arc dimensions. Okay, like I said, cubits equal 1.5 feet. The length of the arc, as y'all can see, wait a minute. The length of the arc was 300 cubits. The length of the arc was 300 cubits. That's 450 feet long. Okay, the boat was 450 feet long. The width of the boat is 75 feet wide, 50 cubits. Y'all see the height of the boat was 30 cubits, which is 45 feet high. That's the dimensions that they gave you in this Bible. Yes, those are your dimensions. And it was built by 4 people. 4 people built this big ass boat. And this big ass boat was sailing in 22.5 feet of water. This big ass boat was sailing in 22.5. First of all, how did they even know the boat would sail? They didn't even have no way to test it. They probably, how you know they had holes and all some, man, it would have to take them years to build this big ass boat. That's number one. But anyway, it don't give a time frame of how long it took them to build the boat. But as y'all can see, these are the dimensions of the boat, which floated in 22.5 feet of water, which covered all the mountains and the high hills that were under the heavens. So I'll tell you, these are the things. These are the things that y'all never thought about, people. Hold on. I ain't done with y'all. I ain't done with y'all. So let's get back to all the animals, right? How many animals did I say? Let's go back. See, I got to take my time with y'all because y'all don't know how to think for yourselves. So I have to expose this shit. So I got to think for y'all. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7s. A lot of people say, yeah, it's he took all the animals by 2s. No, listen, no. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7s. Not by 2s, nigga, by 7s. The male and his female. And of the beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and the female. Of fowls also by the air of 7s, the male and the female, to keep the seed upon alive, meaning the birds. That's what fowl means, dumb mother. Birds. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I made will I destroy off the face of the earth. Now, okay, let's talk about all these animals, right? Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that at this point in time, around this point in time, when this happened, around this time frame, there was approximately I have a hard time saying that word. I'm going to just say it was about, that means approximately. I get tongue twisted on that word. Anyway, there was 1,600 species of mammals. Let me say that again. Mammals, warm-blooded animals. Let me see. Yeah. 1,600 species of warm-blooded animals. Yeah, 1,600 species of mammals. All right, that's a lot of goddamn animals on this boat. That's what 12,500 species of birds. Because remember, he had to carry 2 of certain animals of every 2, and then of 7s by certain animals. Anyway, I'm starting to get a little, what's his name? I'm starting to get a little confused on that part. But anyway, over 12,000 species of birds would have been on this boat. 600 species of reptiles, snakes, alligators, lizards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 600 species of reptiles would have also been on the boat. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, there would have been approximately 3.5 million different species of insects on the boat. Now, remember so I mean, basically all of these animals have to replenish the earth, right? When it's all said and done, all the reason why all of these animals are on this ark is because when everything is going to be dead, these are the animals and reptiles and birds and insects that are responsible for multiplying to replenish the earth. So 3.5 million different species of insects. Yeah, spiders and all types of shit. Creepy shit. You know what I'm saying? So how how did how did the iguanas not eat some of the fly? How did the iguanas not eat the crickets? That's what I be tripping off of, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you really think about this, it's not possible. I'm sorry. This You can't have no damn 1,600 species of mammals, over 12,000 species of birds, 600 species of reptiles, and 3.5 million different species of insects on one damn boat, and all of them survive. That is not pop. But y'all, but what the church folk is gonna say? It was God. It was God. Well, my question is, why couldn't God make them not hungry? Why did they have to bring food? If it was God, then God would have been like, you know what, you ain't gotta do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You matter of fact, it ain't gonna be no 150 days. You know what I'm saying? That's another question. Why it had to be 150 days? I mean, if this is God, if this is the Almighty, if this is snap his fingers and it's just like that, why he just snap his fingers and it was just like that? Why did he have to punish all innocent living things on earth? What about the innocent individuals who weren't wicked? Because right here, this is another thing. He says that he saw the wickedness of man was great on the earth. He said the wickedness of man. He didn't say the wickedness of woman. He didn't say the wickedness of women. He just said the wickedness of man. So this God, this all-loving God, is going to punish all the other innocent individuals, all the innocent animals who all the innocent individuals who've done nothing to nobody. All of a sudden, God is just going to drown them. God is going to drown their babies. That's what God is going to do because he's mad because of a creation that he created that turned wicked. And he got mad of his own creation and he said, you know what? I'm killing everybody, every innocent living thing. Really? This is what y'all believe in? This is the BS that y'all believe in? This is what we came up on, people. This is what we were this is what was embedded into our psycho viscera, our minds psycho, and our hearts viscera. This is what was embedded into our psycho viscera. We got to get this bullshit out. Seriously. I mean, listen, oh my God, if if y'all not questioning, so if I didn't bring to light, if I didn't open the door, if I didn't turn the light on in some of y'all right now, something's wrong. Because I just clearly went through this slowly. I helped y'all think. It's not like I made it up. I read from you Christian folks' Bible. This is just stuff that y'all never thought about. Y'all never took time to be like, you know what? I'm gonna question this. Why? Because you're taken to church and you're told not to question the Bible. Just pay your tithes and give your offerings and all of that. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't question the word of God. You ain't supposed to do that. This is your daily bread for living right here. Just follow these instructions. Just Bible, follow these instructions. The Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Fuck out of here, man. Pardon my French, but get the fuck out of here, man. It's not possible. The stories in this book, the 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 bullshit stories in this book, ladies and gentlemen, should should be the key to y'all doing away with this book altogether. Okay? Because trust and believe, I'm not done exposing this. Nah, this is just one of many videos. I'm not done exposing this whatsoever. Wait till I expose the story of the so-called Adam and Eve. Yeah. Wait till I expose that bullshit. Listen, y'all don't want to think, so I gotta think for y'all. You understand? Say it again. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, I'm over my time, but a quick recap for everything that I said tonight. Let me just recap my strong points. Um there is It said in the Bible that they had to take food unto the ark for Noah, his wife, his three sons, and their three wives, and all of the animals. But y'all never questioned the fact that some of them animals eat other animals. So if there was only two of every animal on the boat, what did they feed them? What did they feed them? And some of those animals only eat plants. You mean to tell me y'all had plants that stayed fresh for 150 days and y'all had enough food in abundance to feed yourself and all these animals for 150 days? I'm surprised them animals didn't eat their ass for real. Seriously, a starving bear, a starving lion will eat your ass straight up. But and another strong point, I mean, one man and his three sons built this big ass boat that was 450 feet long, 75 wide, and 45 feet high. But wasn't able to test it. But it floated. That's what the story says. Anyway, and and the water was only 22 and a half feet high, but it covered all the mountains and all the hills on the earth. Who listen, somebody ain't proofread this shit. Back in the day, they must didn't have proofreaders. they didn't They didn't listen. You mean to tell me nobody caught this, man? I'm sorry, but I got to read that just one more time. Nobody caught this, man. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. How the hell are you going to cover mountains with 22 and a half feet of water? Ladies and gentlemen, 22 and a half feet of water. Now, let's just think about that real quick before I get out of here. 22 and a half feet of water. Everybody drowned in 22 and a half feet of water. Another question. Was Noah the only nigga with a boat? So Noah was the only other nigga with a boat. And I guess none of them other niggas with boats knew how to fish. If the whole earth was covered with water, because it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. So after the rain was over, you're just sitting there in the water. I mean, you can fish, and you know what I mean? But so nobody else had a boat. Everybody else drowned in 22 and a half feet of water. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a good reference as to how high 22 and a half feet of water is. Now, everybody has seen a telephone pole. You got them right outside. You have telephone poles right outside on your street. The average telephone pole is 40 feet long. Okay? The average telephone pole is 40 feet long. 6 feet, it's 46 feet actually, because 6 feet of the telephone pole has to be in the ground to keep the pole stable. It has to be 6 feet deep enough to keep anyway. So, but you have 40 feet of pole outside in the street right now. That's a 40-foot pole out there, ladies and gentlemen. A basketball hoop is only 10 feet high. So just imagine two basketball courts high. Like I was saying, the telephone pole outside is 40 feet tall. So just say the halfway point of that telephone pole outside your house. The halfway point of the telephone pole outside your house. That's how high the water was. That's how high the water was, and everybody drowned. But that water covered the whole earth. That's what it says. All the hills were covered. How tall was these damn hills? Were these hills only what, 10 feet? What they covered? 12 feet hills? What the hell? Come on, people, think. Think. That telephone pole outside your house is 40 feet tall. The water that they're talking about in the story of Noah's Ark only rose up to half of that telephone pole. I guess nobody else had boats. I guess nobody else climbed a damn tree, because you got trees outside that are 40, 50 feet high. You got many trees outside that are way taller than telephone poles. How tall is a damn pine tree? Pine cone tree? What the? Yo, listen. Just come on. Y'all really didn't think. We really didn't think when we was little. We just went to church and we believed everything that we were told, everything that was coming out that preacher's mouth. We believed because he was so-called speaking the words of God. They put fear in us, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they did. They put a lot of fear in us. They put fear in us to not think outside of the box, to keep us trapped in the matrix, to keep us locked into servitude. That's all this is. That's all it is. You're a slave. Ladies, I'm sorry, but I got to say this. If I'm sorry, this is what you're into, you're a slave. You're a slave. Now, I just exposed a story in your book of basic instructions before leaving Earth. Yeah. Take this video to your preacher this Sunday and show it to him and tell him, ask him to explain that to you. Say, can you explain what this guy is talking about? Like, is there any validity to what this man is saying? Yeah, do that. Go question your preacher. See, a lot of y'all will sit here and y'all question me and be like, oh well. Y'all ask me some old crazy stuff, some old off the wall. Well, what? How you know that? So I'm like, listen. I'm like, first of all, shut up. Everything I read from y'all Bible, so it ain't how I know how I know, because it says it right here. I'm just asking a question about. I'm just questioning what this said. I'm like, hold on, because when I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, how the hell? I'm like, wait a minute, 22. It says it in there. It says after a cubit, it has in parentheses. A cubit is about 18 inches. That's what it says in here. Y'all got a Bible? Just look at it. Holy Bible, King James Version. That's where the story's at. Yeah, that's all you got to do. I'm like, how? I'm like, how the hell did everybody drown in 22 and a half feet of water? Ain't nobody else had a boat. No, the only nigga that had a boat. Wow. Motherfuckers ain't know how to climb trees. You got trees and everything. You mean to no, there's no way possible for 22 and a half feet of water, ladies and gentlemen, to cover the whole. But y'all take it for what hey, take it how you want. Don't make me no difference, because I'm woke. Y'all still sleep. I'm trying to help y'all wake up, but that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning into the No Filter Talk Show. Y'all stay tuned, because I stay talking shit.